Good morning, Ward 35. My name is Bradley Singh. I'm the Ward Councillor for Ward 35 and I represent the Democratic Alliance. Today is the 20th of March 2025. We are going to be driving around this ward and identify various service delivery failures that we've reported to the municipality, and due to a lack of sheer incompetence, let me repeat the word, incompetence, by various departments and the officials that represent those departments. Sheer incompetence where service delivery failures have led to outstanding issues. So as we drive along and go to various parts of the ward, I'm going to be showing you that it doesn't take rocket science to resolve the current issues that we face. This particular ward contributes the highest amount of rates in the city, and the services that we get is just like the sewer stink that flows on the streets of Ward 35. As you can see currently, I'm on Ridge Road in La Lucia. 2 weeks ago, residents used my escalation link and reported a water leak. I escalated that to the department. They came and fixed this road. Unfortunately, after the repair, this is what they've left at the center of the road. Just 2 pipes to indicate that there's a pothole. Now, this is unacceptable. 1 week ago, last week Friday, I informed the official who is responsible for ensuring that backfill is placed after a repair. I've followed all the processes. I've given the official the reference number so they can identify the fault. Unfortunately, to date, nothing has been done. Now, like I said earlier, this is not rocket science for you to ensure that potholes, what the water department makes after repairing leaks, are completed. It's because of the lack of urgency to fix these issues. We find a pothole in an upmarket area in the center of the road, man-made by the department. And they have not given us a time frame when they're going to sort this out. But I'm currently standing at another spot on Ridge Road in La Lucia. Water leak happened. The department came and fixed this leak. But as you can see, due to sheer incompetence, water is still leaking, and this is how they left the state of the road. Now, it is unacceptable that we keep on escalating these issues to the department. They come, shoddy workmanship, and this is unacceptable. We cannot put up with this nonsense any longer. We must hold these officials accountable. The contractors that are repairing these leaks must be held accountable. We have a water shortage in the city, and as you can see, water is leaking. So we're going to take this up again with the municipality to make sure that this is repaired and resolved. And this town needs to be put back in place, because at night, this is what the department leaves. They leave chevron tape with their water pipes, thinking that by leaving the tape and going, the water leak and the road will be repaired itself. I'm currently standing on Homeford Drive in La Lucia. As you can see, the residents' driveway has been dug up by the water and sanitation department because there were 7 leaks along Homeford Drive that was causing sewage to overflow. The pumps were giving up at the Homeford pump station down the road, and the department has dug up various spots on Homeford Drive. Unfortunately, as you can see, the residents' driveway has been severely damaged. This resident pays over 8,000 Rand a month. That's right, 8,000 Rand a month just for rates alone. And this is what the municipality has done. No access to their own home because of the conditions that the department has left. But one thing you'll notice about the department is that they're very good in putting chevron tape. They just put the tape and go. And the stench right here is unbearable. This resident who pays 8,000 Rand a month for rates has to smell the stink of raw sewage on a 24-hour basis. I'm currently standing in Danville Crescent in Virginia. As you can see, once again, raw sewage flowing down the street. Now, this sewage manhole is overflowing from inside the resident's yard. It's been more than 36 hours since this has been reported to the department. We've sent them the videos of the urgency to resolve this blockage. Unfortunately, the department, with its lack of urgency, has allowed raw sewage once again to flow onto the streets of Ward 35. The stink is unbearable. I can hardly breathe. The residents have to endure this on a 24-hour basis until this department gets its act together and come and resolve this. So I'm going to be putting pressure on the department to make sure that this is resolved today. Failure to do so, we want them to be dismissed, because we can't tolerate this type of nonsense from this department, where they just ignore our complaints. Residents have to live with this that poses a health risk to them, and we're not going to tolerate this any longer. I'm currently standing on Ashley Avenue. As you can see, there's stagnant water on the roadside, and there is a stormwater drain. Now, this stormwater inlet and this water is not stormwater, it's not fresh water. It is raw sewage. And we've been reporting this to the department for a number of weeks. They come, they unblock the sewage overflow, and unfortunately, it comes again. Now, this also boils down again to just sheer incompetence. Down the road, there's another sewage overflow, and you cannot allow raw sewage like this to overflow onto the road and go into the stormwater. The sanitation department is really failing us in this ward, and we want the departmental heads to take action now and resolve this issue. Because every time we escalate these issues, when the residents give us these complaints, they say, noted, we are sending out a team. They send out a team who does absolutely nothing, and we and the residents have to still live with this nonsense of raw sewage flowing onto our streets. I'm currently standing on Ashley Avenue. As you can see here, this is raw sewage overflowing. This issue has been reported a week ago. Nothing has been done. The department assured me the teams will come out and resolve the issue. Absolutely nothing has been done. Now, we cannot continue having raw sewage flowing into our streets in 135. We're going to hold the department accountable. Those managers that are responsible to ensure that there's no sewage flowing onto the streets in 135. Either they leave and get other people who are competent to come and do the job, or they must jack themselves up and ensure that this is done. We're not going to tolerate that there's no budget, they don't have resources, they don't have a TLB. All that is utter nonsense. They understand what is required from them. Residents in this ward contribute the highest amount of rates. Therefore, we want services. We're not going to allow the stink to continue. I actually got a headache this morning visiting so many places that have raw sewage and the smell, and I've been only standing at these places for 10 minutes. Now, can you imagine where residents have to live with this on a daily basis?